Hey everybody, I'm Bryan from Biofire, and we're here today at our research and development facility. We thought it'd be cool to show you some of the systems that we built here in-house for the Biofire Smart Gun and talk a little bit about why. So behind me here we have a CNC machine that is machining one of our slide housings right now. This is what the complete assembly looks like when it's done. You'll notice it looks very similar. You'll see in a lot of conventional handguns, but also a little different. What I'll do now is take you over to a different part of our facility and talk a little bit about why we built this way. So I'm holding one of our assembled slide assemblies here, and you'll notice there's no guide rod or recoil spring under the barrel here. So the way our assembly works, the recoil spring is actually around the barrel, and we use a different type of action. This is a linear short recoil falling block type action. All that area where you normally would see the guide rod and recoil spring, that's where we packed all the electronics and battery area. We wanted to make the gun as small as possible and also give room for the electronics. That basically required that we had to build this system in-house. With most conventional handguns, there's a direct mechanical linkage between the trigger and dropping the sear to fire around. With our gun being a smart gun, we only want the gun to fire if a registered user is holding the gun, registers with their biometrics, and pulls the trigger and fires. And so because of that, that experience has to be lightning fast. Doing a fire-by-wire system was the fastest for us. It basically meant that we had to build that system from the ground up. So now we'll go over to software and talk a little bit about the biometrics. We designed here in-house a system that we call the Guardian Biometric Engine. That's comprised of our fingerprint recognition system, on the rear of the gun, facial recognition, as well as a series of lasers that detect if the gun is being held or not. By giving you both, this gun's designed to work for you in any situation that you would find yourself in a home defense scenario. With the active grip system, we wanted to make this a seamless experience where you just pick up the gun, looks for your biometrics, and you're ready to shoot. On the flip side, if the gun leaves your hand for any reason or is taken from you, the gun immediately relocks. So now let's dive into our battery system a little bit more. We wanted our battery to be as accommodating as possible for as many situations the user might be in. Now, for most people, that means keeping the gun on a charger, keeping it topped off to a top level battery, and just being able to draw it and not worry about anything that's happening. For some people, that doesn't work for them. They want to be able to store their gun off charge. So we wanted to be able to have a really long battery life for those situations. So the gun does go into a low power state whenever it's not being used. Basically, whenever a user interacts with the gun, wakes up, and the user can shoot it. So we wanted to design the battery where a user would be able to do that for multiple months, be able to store their gun on a battery charge. There are also some other situations that we wanted to accommodate as well, such as travel, where somebody might want to be able to remove the battery for long-term storage or travel situations like that. So the battery is user removable. For most people, the best use case is keeping the battery in the gun and charging it, either our charger or our smart dock. Now let's complete assembly of the gun, go and roll ourselves on the gun via the dock, and then go take it for a spin in our testing facility. When you buy a smart gun, everybody gets one of these, which is our Biofire Smart Dock. This is the command center where you interface with the gun, basically do all of the programming things that you might want to do. So this is how you enroll yourself as the admin when you buy the gun. This is how you can add additional users. If you want a partner or a spouse or older kid enrolled in the gun, you do that here. If you want to take somebody to the range, have them enrolled temporarily, you can do that here via the dock as well. It's also where you program any settings on the gun. So anything that you want to change as far as like button behavior, how the laser works. This is how you can track maintenance things on the gun. If a component needs to be replaced, it'll tell you about that. We also give people the option of downloading software via the dock. The gun itself is not connected in any way to the internet. There's no Bluetooth, there's no Wi-Fi. The dock by itself can be. What we have here is a charging cradle. This is an accessory that we offer for people that keeps both the dock and the gun together. This is an option, you don't have to do this. So now what I'll do is I'll actually go through the steps of enrolling myself on the gun. When I plug the gun into the dock, put my name in, roll right into fingerprint enrollment. I'm going to grip the gun. You see how fast that is. Now my fingerprint's enrolled right into facial enrollment. They're going to grip the firearm, look down the sights. Now both of my biometrics have been enrolled in the gun. And now I have all of these options available at the top of the dock that I can now go in and look at. So now that I'm enrolled in this gun, I say we take it out to the range. Let's put some rounds through it. All right, now we're out at the Biofire safety and testing range. We've got our unit put together. And what we really wanted to create with the Biofire Smart Gun is a truly seamless experience. That experience should not be any different than picking up a normal gun and shooting it. With the unit fully assembled, we have a battery in there. I'm authenticated as the owner of the gun. Go to the fingerprint sensor, and it's green, I'm ready to fire. Put my face in view, I'm not on the fingerprint sensor at all. The UI goes green and I'm ready to shoot. Put it down, that gun's relocked. Now we're ready to do some shooting. Range is hot, got my loaded mag, got my smart gun. Jules is back here acting as RSO, so let's put some rounds down range. Clear. Cool.